Exactly how many of those present at the Capitol complex on January 6th were FBI confidential informants, agents, or otherwise working directly or indirectly with an agency of the United States government? People want to hear this. How about the one guy? Go in, get in there, everybody. Epps, get in there, go, go, go. Nothing happens to him. What happened with him? Nothing happens. Did any of these individuals play any role whatsoever in improving or facilitating the events at the Capitol? That's what we want to know. And most importantly, why aren't they investigating November 3rd?
Well, lads, you want to talk about a narrative breaker? As the January 6th false flag hoax falls in on itself, now that we know that people like Ray Epps, am I allowed to say Ray Epps on YouTube, Susan Wojcicki? Go fuck yourself. Ray Epps, a dude who was instigating an attack on the Capitol, but then somehow wasn't ever charged with anything. Meanwhile, the MAGA Memas, hey, did you walk through the rotunda? Did you stay, especially in between the velvet lines? Staying in between the the Belvedere velvet lines, that's definitely insurrection. I'm gonna give you 40 years. 40 years. Well, that's weird because there's a bunch of dudes over there who are on tape coordinating, getting people down there and facilitating weapons caches for them. Nothing happened to them? Those are FBI assets, motherfucker. There were no FBI assets there. Really? There's no FBI assets there? Nobody buys that for a second. That entire narrative is falling apart. And now, you're going to see possibly the coup de grace when it comes to this final collapse of this narrative. Was Ashli Babbitt trying to stop Antifa-tards dressed in Proud Boys gear from breaking into the House Speaker's office? Holy shit. See, because the narrative right now from the mainstream media press and all these left-tards with blue checks on Twitter is, she's definitely a terrorist. That dumb bitch is definitely a terrorist. She hates America. The Air Force, man? Fucking weird. You got a bunch of dipshits who've never left their attendees. The only campaigns they've been on is in Call of Duty, and they're sitting there slandering a woman who was in the Air Force while telling everybody, we need more strong, empowering women characters. She was in the Air Force, bro. No, that's weird. She terrorist. So, the mainstream media press is calling her a terrorist. They're feeding their dumb shit lib to our audience that she was a terrorist. And now we're getting more information that she was trying to stop those people from busting up the place and then had to flee from them. That's why she went through the window and then got shot, got assassinated by that fucking rent-a-cop. Whoa, take a look at this. We're over here at Zero Hedge. Quote, stop. No, don't. End quote. Babbitt tried to stop attack on Capitol Speaker's lobby. Video analysis suggests. Oh shit. And what's interesting about this, the video analysis, the dude who was videotaping this, Jaden X, who's totally a fucking Antifa-tard LARPer, by the way. We got videos of him screaming that BLM and Antifa, they need to go fight against the Donald Trumpers, and here's how you infiltrate the Donald Trumpers. You put on a MAGA hat, everybody. Al super duper tricks is everybody. He didn't trick anybody. Everybody was trying to stop you fucking terrorists from breaking shit during this false flag. Even though you tell me that false flags don't exist, while at the same time telling me that Russia's engaging in a false flag. Fucking AIDS brains, boys. Anyway, the dude who shot this video, that is going to exonerate Ashli Babbitt over here, that dude also not charged with anything. It's almost like there's a whole bunch of assets over here. Ashli Babbitt desperately tried to prevent rioters from vandalizing the doors leading to the Speaker's lobby at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021, even stepping between one troublemaker and police officers guarding the doors, a video analysis shows. There's a lot of this video, by the way. There's a reason why Nancy Pelosi's Capitol Hill vanguard, the Gestapo of DC, there's a reason why they don't want to release 14,000 hours of footage. I mean, this has got to be outside of Las Vegas, the place with the most amount of cameras in every fucking corner. We've got all of the documentation. There's going to be a shit ton of video, and it's way under key. Lock and key, and 15 feet down below the basement of the rotunda. They gotta hide all of this because what it's going to show is going to show all of the Trump supporters trying to stop these people from breaking windows, trying to stop these people from setting the place on fire. Donald Trump supporters trying to extinguish the false flag. And apparently Ashli Babbitt was one of these individuals, and we got it on tape. And the tape is being provided by one of your Antifa tards pretending to be a MAGA supporter. What a backfire. What a fucking backfire. Frame-by-frame video evidence analyzed by the Epoch Times paints a vastly different picture of Babbitt's actions than portrayed in the media accounts over the past year. News media regularly painted Babbitt as a, quote, violent rioter or an insurrectionist who was angrily trying to breach the speaker's lobby. Yeah. Because it's all propaganda, it's all gaslighting, it's all astroturfing. They had a narrative before January 6th. They had a script ready before January 6th. It didn't play out the way that these globalist shield terrorists wanted it to play out. And so now they work in overtime to massage facts into their narrative. And it's all falling apart. This whole thing is imploding. This is going to be key to fixing 2020 and fixing America going forward. And so anyway, her husband's got the video. Her husband's telling everybody, so here she is back here, and she's saying, hey, don't do that. Hey, don't do that. And then you got the Washington, D.C. police metro officers over here who are totally not assholes, by the way. Totally not chills. And they're letting these people break this over here. And this dude, who's this guy, by the way? Who's this guy? I got a weird feeling that the FBI is not interested in finding him. Got a weird feeling that the FBI not looking for the dude. He's got a fresh MAGA hat, boys. He's got Brady. He just bought it yesterday. The Proud Boys shirt still has all of the creases from the folds. It's not because he's a lazy leftard. It's because he's an insurrectionist leftard. And breaking this window. She's screaming, no, don't do it. Don't go in there. And as she's trying to stop them, then they start chasing her. So then she's got to climb through she can't go backwards, so she's got to go forward. She's trying to get some help from these people that she's watching break this place down. And the dude, Officer Rent-A-Cop over here, walks right up and shoots her right in the neck. And by the way, I keep calling him a Rent-A-Cop because this fucking dude, he, in the previous, he had an issue where he left his gun, his loaded Glock, in a bathroom of the Capitol. Now, how the fuck are you not fired after that? How the fuck are you not fired after that? See, he didn't get fired, right? And he wasn't arrested for gross negligence of leaving a loaded firearm in a bathroom in the Capitol. He wasn't fired for all of this because they pulled him into a room. They said, listen, you're gonna do 20 years over this. You're gonna be fired. You're gonna lose your pension. You're probably gonna do 10, 15 years for this. Or later on, we might call on you. It's fucking got some Italian energy. Going to reach out to you later on. I'm going to need a favor later on. Later on, I'm going to need you to probably do something. And when that time comes, I don't want you to ask any questions. Just remember what we did for you here today. You're going to be able to go back to work. It's going to be totally fine. We'll promote you. We'll promote you. You left your fucking gun in the bathroom. You lost your fucking gun in the bathroom and you got promoted. That's how all of this works, clearly. This dude shoots this fucking woman going through the window. Everybody over here, on record, all of the other officers interviewed, they admit that there were no instructions given. They didn't tell her to stop, didn't tell her to stand down, didn't tell her to, bang. He just walks right up and shoots her right in the fucking neck. He was told that day to go kill somebody. He said, go find one of these MAGA tards and shoot him. Boom, and he did it. And of course, this dude hasn't been interviewed by anybody. He hasn't been charged. There was no investigation. Michael Byrd shot a fucking woman. Michael Byrd, a cop, shot an unarmed protester, and nothing happened. No, nothing. This was all massaged, all fixed. And now you're going to find out that he shot a woman who was trying to stop terrorists from breaking into the lobby over here. And this is going to be a gigantic backfire. The narrative is vastly, quickly, rapidly falling apart. But anyway, you can read this whole thing. They break it down. This is an excellent Zero Hedge article over here. Very in-depth. Gives you all of the receipts, by the way. Gives you a timeline and backs everything up with some sauce. Check it out. There you have it, my friends. Ashli Babbitt looks like she was trying to stop people who were breaking into the fucking speaker's lobby over here and then got shot. Incredible. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Support channel. If you want to be kept up to date on this narrative and this false flag imploding, hit that subscribe button and make way, because the salt must flow.